And so this is a yeah, I saw, what was it, the Gaza video, Caroline, the one you released? It was like a short compilation clip.
Trapped in Gaza?
Yeah, trapped in Gaza, and it's like you're listening to the jihadists say what they believe and what they think, and then there was some guy in the comments going, talking about how all religions are bad. Oh, there's nuance. You don't understand, Corey. And it's like, and it's even somebody else in the comments was like, dude, they're saying it in their own fucking words. It's like, did you even watch the video? It's like, so people will watch the video and then they'll hear something that goes against their programming or the propaganda that they heard. And then they stop the video and start banging on the keyboard and flipping out. And it's like some people just can't reach. So here's an Islamic
Okay.
cleric in the UK who, again, this is the Ikhwan Muslim Brotherhood version of Islam that, again, is banned in the Middle East, banned in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait. They do not allow it. And yet in the West, these morons are allowed to, continue to radicalize the people that go into their mosques. So let's hear you hear it in his own fucking words. And they're very proud of it. They post this is on TikTok. These guys upload all these videos there. They tell you what their true intentions are. And it boggles my mind that this guy doesn't get deported, but the people calling it out get put in jail for their Facebook post calling it out. But yet he posts this stuff on the internet and the authorities don't do a damn thing about it.
Allah is not shy of the truth. We don't say that Islam is here to live, to coexist with lots of different religions and all of us can just hold hands and be friends. This religion was sent to dominate the world. It was sent to be superior, to extinguish the light of every other religion and to be superior to it. But we're not shy to say it, and we don't find that to be something that we should be shy to say. That this religion has been sent to dominate, to wipe out, to take out every other religion, to eclipse it, to be superior to it, to have the people leave every religion and to accept Islam. And if that requires fighting to achieve it, then it requires fighting to achieve it. Because the greatest purpose for which jihad was legislated is to make the word of Allah the highest and the word of those who disbelieve the lowest. Allah is not shy of the truth. We don't.
Yeah, there you have it. Another jihadi in his own words. Using free speech in the West. And again, if you complain about it in the UK, they throw you in jail. There's something like 12,000 people have been put in jail last year because of their Facebook posts. 12 fucking thousand. Meanwhile, this guy, continues to radicalize his followers and tell them all that they're there to dominate and be superior, and they're taking over. And yet, it's just allowed to continue. So here's another one of these bearded Muppets. So this guy, I guess Douglas Murray debated him, and then so he sued him, and I guess Douglas Murray won his court case. But again, you see this guy, he's a very famous, I think he's got a big YouTube channel. He's not interested in coexistence. He's interested in domination. So it's the same ideology as ISIS. You got three choices: either convert to Islam and believe what he believes, or number two, you can pay the jizya tax and live as a second-class citizen, but you still got to comply with Sharia law and your women got to be covered in the whole 9 yards. And the third option is if you don't like option one or two, they fight you until they kill you. Those are the three options.
You have to fight them is because they are Jews and Christians. You should fight those empires around you or those hukumat around you, which are Jew or Christian, until they give the jizya. That's fine. That we already know Islam allows. And then the howness of that is in the hadith. The three options that they're given: either you give the jizya.
So one thing I want to say, he was talking about the hadith. So as Prince Mohammed bin Salman said, who's going to be the next king of Saudi Arabia, he's already the defense minister right now. He said all these hadiths that these bearded, inbred morons like ISIS and everybody else believe in are not legit because there's not a good chain of custody throughout history. And so therefore they've decided that they're not legit. But these guys are, and they are 100% committed to their ideology. You're not going to reason them out of their beliefs with a good argument. You either put them in a cage or you put them in the ground, because they're not going to stop. And when they have enough power and enough control, they're going to be slaughtering people in the streets, just like they did in Syria when ISIS took over, and in Iraq as well. And these people are all over the West. And they just continue to indoctrinate their followers. This is, again, the same version of Islam that you see in the Gaza Strip, that Hamas pushes. Hamas, in their charter for Hamas, states that they are part of the Ikhwan, the Muslim Brotherhood. Even though they're supposedly Shia, they are all part of the same jihadist family with the same beliefs. And it's like they want to kill everybody that doesn't agree with them, or make them pay the jizya. It's pretty much three choices. So you can play it again.
Yeah, or you do this or you do that. Yeah, we're not apologetic about that point. That is truth. Your religion has to have an expansionist element. So then, therefore, there is no situation or conceivability of peace being made between Muslims and non-Muslims. Islam is a warrior religion. It's unapologetic. So it's about expansion, it's about conquest and so on.
Now, legally, but when Muslims live in places like Britain, for example, which feel legally,
got a moustache-less beard.
Britain as Darul Harb, right?
I just
Which is, if
noticed
you
that.
translate it,
They all have the
about
same
war.
thing, no mustache. So they all, like I said, they all get the same beard cut.
Cancels out jihad. It can't be forever. When Muslims get stronger and it's a benefit for the Muslims, they inform the enemy. This treaty has come to an end.
So that's part of taqiyya. So taqiyya basically is if you're not strong enough to fight the infidel, then you can lie about your religion and hide your true intentions. You can make peace deals that you have no intention of honoring long term. It means that when you're strong enough again, then you just violate and tear up your peace accord. That's exactly what Hamas does all the time. So, you see a lot of people on the left that just don't understand history. They have no concept of the ideology or what's going on. They just believe that all religions are the same because, again, that's what they've been taught by the people that they look up to and they listen to. And that's, October 7th, there was a ceasefire in place, and Hamas decided to end it and go across the border, and they murdered everybody. Most people don't know that Israel is 20% Arab Muslim. And they also serve in the IDF. But the way the left-leaning media likes to say, it's the Jews attacking those poor little Palestinian freedom fighters. Well, the Palestinians are a bunch of fucking jihadists. And it's like about a month or two after the October 7th attacks, it was like 72 or 74% of the Palestinians supported it and said they should do it again. That's because they've all been brainwashed by the ideology. It's like 80% of the population's under like 25. If you look at the Pioneers of Tomorrow, the kids show on Hamas TV, they just brainwash them into the same jihadist ideology that ISIS and Boko Haram and Al-Qaeda all believe in, which, again, goes back to the hadiths that are not legit. And that's why they've been purged from Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and United Arab Emirates. They don't tolerate that shit. If these people that I've shown you were trying to do this in Saudi Arabia, they put them in jail and cut their fucking heads off. They don't play around with these guys. You look at what Xi Jinping did with the Uyghurs. They had the same exact problem. They had an ideological problem. They put them all in re-education camps. And the ones they couldn't re-educate, they killed them and harvested their organs.